So, I've had this thought. What classes would the Greek gods be in Dungeons & Dragons? A lot of them probably would be fighters, right? But then I thought, what if it was one god per class? There are 13 Olympians and 13 standard D&D classes. Can we fit one god per class and make it make sense? This is the list I've made, and I'd love to see how you guys would do this, so please let me know down in the comments below. With the restriction of one Olympian per class, some of my choices are a bit rogue. Well, one of them is. Oh, that was bad. Let's get into it. First up, we have Hephaestus, the god of smithing, forges, and crafting. He created mighty inventions during his time, such as his wonderful automatons. For me, that fits in pretty perfectly into Artificer, and you just can't tell me otherwise. On to another easy one, Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and wild animals. Do you know who else controls animals and uses bows? That's right, rangers. I'd be kind of stupid not to put her down as the ranger. Time for something a bit more controversial. Dionysus, the god of wine, fertility, and theatre. You might be thinking bard, but not for me. Just hear me out. I get that he is often associated with music, dancing, and a general good time, but he's also the god of madness. So Dionysus is my barbarian. He brought brutal and blinding rage to his frenzied rituals. His followers would have so much wine that they would enter a state of madness. So for me, barbarian. And I think that's a fun choice. Now onto Apollo, the god of many things. Music, poetry, art, prophecy, archery, plague, medicine, sun, light, knowledge. And oh my god, I'm out of breath. A jack of all trades, I might hear you say. The god of music and poetry has to be a bard. And if you've put him anywhere else, why would you do that? Let's have a look to see where things are and what spaces I've got left to fill in. I'll be honest, I'm not looking forward to justifying who I've put in wizard. But anyway, on to the next one. Who's up next? The great warrior Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare. You might be thinking fighter, and I wouldn't hate that shout. She does have incredible battle skills. However, I've gone for monk. Like monks, Athena uses her wisdom to get one over her opponents. And also, the goddess of wisdom has to be a class that loves wisdom, so for me, monk it is. Now for the other warfare god, Ares, the literal god of war. Ares could have gone into barbarian, as he was known for being prone to anger and love spilling blood. These are strong tropes for your usual barbarian, but with Dionysus taking the barbarian slot already, I've gone for fighter instead. A savage, brutal fighter, but a fighter nonetheless, but I would not be mad if you guys put him down as your barbarian. From Ares to his lover, Aphrodite, the goddess of love, beauty, and pleasure, the most charismatic of the gods. She has to be one of the charisma classes then. For me, I went for Sorcerer. Sorcerers are often born with their powers, the same way she was born beautiful. Neither of them work towards it, they're just all natural, baby. We move on to my favourite boy, Hermes, the messenger god of travel, trade, and most importantly, thieves. He is one of the most sneaky, cunning, and mischievous of the Olympians. Come on, he's a rogue. Why are we even thinking anything else here? Let's see how things are looking so far. Couple of spaces left to fill, and some of the big names still to talk about. Next up, Demeter, the goddess of the harvest and fertility of the earth. There is an argument to put her as cleric, but her love towards nature makes her my druid. Both Demeter and druids act as protectors of the wild places, and I can't think of any better pairing for her. Now, one of the big boys, Hades, the god of the underworld and ruler over the dead. Hades draws his power from the souls of the underworld and is tied to them, the same way a warlock is tied to their otherworldly patron. And Hades just gives off general warlocky vibes as well, so Hades is my warlock. Time for the Queen of Olympia herself, Hera, the goddess of marriage, women, childbirth, and family. She was known to have some pretty devout priests that upheld her strict values. She could fit into Cleric or Paladin classes, but I believe she's more suited as my Cleric. Paladins focus a lot more on combat, armour, and enacting righteousness, which is less of her, but more of someone she knows very well. Her husband, Zeus, the god of the sky, thunder, and lightning, the leader of Olympia. He is often associated with law, order, and justice. which are 3 words that I would use to describe paladins perfectly. Plus, Zeus just loves to smite anyone and anything, which is very paladin-y. And finally, it's Poseidon, the god of the sea, which leaves him as our wizard, which might not make sense, but just hear me out. He uses his magical trident to harness and direct his powers, kinda similar to wizards and their spellcasting focus. But this type of wizard would get up close and personal in battle, similar to blade-singing wizards. Whilst he's holding his trident, he invokes incredible powers from the sea. Look, it was my last option, and I had to make it work somehow. So, this is my final list. Is there anything you would do differently? Remember, it's only 1 Olympian per class. How would you do it? Let me know down in the comments below. Just wanted to quickly say, I've decided to make individual subclasses for each of the gods that I'm hoping to share with you guys in the future. So please make sure you subscribe, and I'll release that very soon. Thanks guys so much, and I'll see you next time.